Okay. So we have been discussing about this Unicode font and all. So I thought, okay, this history is not usually given any concise manner everywhere, anywhere. So I thought, okay, I will discuss about this, because what happens is, if you are giving your work to any a person, the routine DTP operator, they will convince you, they will try their maximum to convince you that Unicode won't work. Sir, use this font, sir. Unicode font will not come well, sir. The letter won't be well, sir. They will try to confuse you and use their legacy systems. You should not get easily convinced. I will just tell you the end. What do you mean by old ASCII, TISCII, TSC and all? This is for the Tamil fonts. I am sure that you will have similar stories in Hindi, Marathi also, but I am using Tamil as an example. We'll see. So, input method is essentially how the letter is entered into the system. Okay. Encoding is how the letter or the character is stored, and font is how the letter or character is displayed. So this is an input, this is in storage, this is output. For example, suppose you are recording in a cassette, you can sing yourself and record, or you can record from external mic, or you can record from what is being coming in radio, or you can record by giving another out from a CD player into the tape recorder, and you can record. So there are various methods of recording in audio cassettes. Same way, when you are typing something, there is various methods to input the text. So those are called the input typing methods. And the text can be stored in various ways. That is encoding. So for example, you are storing, this old systems now, PAL, NTSC and all for video cassette. Same way here also we can store it in different ways. And font means how the letter is displayed. Actually, these three are separate entities. You can use any input method to save the text in any encoding, and you can display it in any font. But many times the DTP operators doesn't know the difference, so they will just confuse you and say that, sir, Unicode font cannot be used. No, not at all. Whatever be the font, you can save it in Unicode texting. Before going to that, we will just see a brief history. So how do you type Tamil or any regional method? There are three systems, that is three keyboards. One is called the typewriter version, second is Tamil 99, and then it is phonetic. So typewriter means the key, it will be like this. For example, this is A. If you type A, then the screen you will get Ya. If you type S, you will get this La. Then if you type D, you will get this letter and so on. This is similar to Hindi also, straightforward. And this is the same typewriter only, system only. Then there is something called as Tamil 99. Here you have got the vowels along one side and the consonants in this side. So here you have to use the consonant and the corresponding vowel to create a letter. I think in Android and iOS, the modern keyboards you get is similar to this. So for those people whose computer experience started with Android, I think they will not have it. I mean, those people whose regional language computer experience started with Android, they will be favorable with this output, this input method. Then we have something called as phonetic, where we type as we spell. For example, Ra, we put RA, VI, and TH is Da. So these are the various input methods we use, and now they are saved using various encodings. Now, what is this? Each of encoding, we will see with a small story. So I think you all know what is a bit. A bit is one place in recording where the computer stores your data as 0 or 1. Okay. So either it will be 0 or 1. And what is a byte? A byte is 8 bits. That is a series of 8 bits where you measure it in binary. Okay. So a byte will be either byte. So what happens is you put 8 bits together, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You put 8 bit together, it becomes a byte. So a byte can tell a number which is either 0 or 2555. Okay. So for example, if your byte is 0, 0, 0, all is 0, it says a number as 0. If everything is 1, the number is 2555. For example, if the byte is like this, what is this number? Any idea? What is this binary number? So essentially, this is 0. This will be 1 or 0. This is 2 or 0. This is 4 or 0. So this number is essentially 8. So if the 8 adjacent spots in your hard drive carry these digits, that is 4 zeros, 1 followed by 3 zeros, then the number signified by this is 8. So whatever letter, whatever you type, it goes and it gets stored in your computer in form of 1 byte. A byte is 8 bits together. A byte is a 8-digit binary number which can measure anything from 0 to 255. So totally 256 numbers can be entered in a byte. Now, how they used to store is, for example, you are when you see A in your screen, essentially A is 65. For example, if in your hard drive or in your laptop's SSD or in your mobile SIM, in one particular place, the number 65 is stored in a binary format that gets displayed as A. If the 66 is stored, it is B. 67 is C. 68 is D. 80 is P. 88 is X, and so on. And small a, it is 97 to 122. So only these numbers are stored, and but you see them as various alphabets or the symbols or numbers or all the signs. So essentially, there is one space in your computer hard drive which can store a number between 0 to 255, and based on what is stored there, you see an alphabet or a number or a sign in your monitor or in your printer. Okay, is it clear so far? Or any doubts with what we have discussed so far? No doubt.
This is fine.
Okay. Now, initially, computer was used by predominantly by so though the early computer was invented by British, or say Enigma machines by Germans and all, once IBM started the computing, predominantly for nearly 4 decades, computers were used by USA only. So they spoke only English, and for them, this much characters was enough. So they limited everything they wanted from this 32 to 127. But and this initial 32 places was used by some other symbols and all. That okay. That is not displayed. That we'll see later. But what happened is now you see we can display any number between, we can store a number between 0 to 255 and we are displaying the character based on that. So as long as USA people were using the computers, this much was enough for them. But what happened is then slowly we also started to, other people also started to use computers. Now we want to type in our language. So what our people did was, our people went to this old typewriter. So now they made a font such that if it is recorded as 65, instead of showing this A, this will show U. If it is a small A, it will show this yeah. So what our people did was, they just replaced this A, B, C, A to Z and this A to Z with Tamil letters, and same happened with other language people also. Instead of this English letters or instead of this Roman script, they made a font which did not display A, B, C, D, E, F, but it displayed their local languages, and they were happy with it for some time, but only for some time. What happened is, once you want to use both languages together, it was not possible, because was something which made sense in Tamil, but if you wanted to insert an English word, it did not work. At that time, what happened is, simultaneously, you see 0 to 127 was taken by USA. Meanwhile, this French, German, all these have this additional letters where they put a dot or the symbols over the vowels. And so slowly the vacant space from 128 to 255 was taken over by the Europeans for their special characters and for other maps and other signs. So you also have this alpha, beta, gamma, pi, epsilon, sigma, u also inside. So what it was going on like this. Then what happened is, by this time our people in Tamil Nadu also became wise. What they thought was, okay, we are not Europeans. We don't want to use all those special AUE characters. So instead of those characters, we will bring Tamil here, and they brought the Tamil letters over to this area. That is 0 to 128 was for English. You see, above it is English. And below it, they started using it for Tamil. So here, this had one advantage is, you can use the same font to type English as well as Tamil. These fonts are called as TSCI fonts. And if you see in your computer, they will start with either TSC. So ASCII is the standard format. Our people modified ASCII to something called as TSCI, and they started to type in Tamil. But the problem with this TSCI is, if you want to search something, it will bring out all the other characters in instead of your Tamil text, it will also bring out whatever is stored in the European languages. Because for the computer, it is reading only 0 to 255. It assumes that one alphabet can represent one ASCII code can represent one alphabet only. It does not know that you have stored your document in your language. So what happened is, they found out something called as Unicode. Unicode was actually invented by an engineer working in Xerox. Okay, that is our famous Xerox machine company, because they wanted to give their menu in many languages, and for that they wanted to use the same font. So they were trying to find out one method where they can use the same font for any language, and they devised Unicode. So let us see how it works. Is, for example, you take this picture. If you want to print this picture, you in this small paper, you will print like this. Suppose you want to print a big poster, but you don't have a big size printing machine. What you will do? We will print this poster into 4 or many bits like this, and then we'll paste together, isn't it? Unicode also uses the same phenomenon. So earlier, one ASCII character represented one letter. In Unicode, a letter is represented by 3 bytes. The 3 bytes together make a letter in Unicode. That is the difference between a normal text and a Unicode. In Unicode, 3 letters, 3 bytes make a character or a letter, whereas in normal encoding, we use 1 byte for a character. So I will explain how it works. For example, if you see this above pictures, you see all English writers. So their pictures are small. They can be printed in this much paper. But here we have our Tamil writers, and their pictures are a bit large. So you cannot print them in this paper. So what we do is we make this picture into 2 and print like this. And when we paste it, what we do is we paste together. Now, when we are printing together, we must tell the person who pastes the poster that the next image has to be added. So we place a placeholder text. So this strip will go, the person who poster boy who is going to stick the poster, here he will cut this one image and post like this. If he sees this symbol, he will paste the next 2 images together. Then he will see this symbol, he will place this next 2 images, this and this together. Then he will place this separately. He will place this separately. Unicode works exactly in the same model. So what happens is, instead of using ASCII, where you can store only 255 characters in a byte, Unicode is actually 3 bytes together, and you can store through 55 into 255 characters with Unicode. That is, virtually all languages in the world can be stored and be read with a single font. That is Unicode. So when you say an Unicode font, that font is common for every language in the world. And here it starts with this U plus. So sometimes if the Unicode font is not in your system, you will get something like this. Now, as we already discussed, font is how the characters is displayed. And we also, just like Tamil, English, we have various fonts. Tamil also, we have various fonts. Now, if you are using in Android, there is no need to worry. Whatever you type will be saved as Unicode only. If you are using iPhone or iPad, then also don't worry, it will be saved in Unicode only. If you are using Mac OS, then also don't worry, it will save in Unicode only. Only if you are using Windows, and if you have got some old fonts or old software, there will be a problem. So as long as you are typing yourself, you don't worry at all, everything will be fine. But when you are outsourcing this work or giving to some DTP operator, they will confuse you. You don't get confused. You tell clearly to them that they have to do it in Unicode. And if they are not willing, you find someone to do it in Unicode. And suppose you have got an old file which is typed in some format, don't worry. We have got encoding converters where you can easily convert from one encoding to another. So I think we have covered most of the topics needed for book binding. So Sendil sir, I will take this yesterday's class and today's class separate for you. You missed yesterday and today. So we will have it separate for you, don't worry. Others, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Or if you have anything to any topic to be discussed tomorrow, you can tell, we can discuss tomorrow.
I have one question. Can I ask
Yes,
it now?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is bit practical question.
Yeah.
How do you decide the price of the book?
Sir, price of the book is very simple, sir. Printing cost will be 30%, sir.
So
okay,
whatever
sir.
is the printing cost, I keep that as 30% and price the book. Is that?
Yeah,
is
sir.
That...
Yes, sir. If you are printing the book for 60 rupees, you keep the price as 200 rupees, sir. MRP.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, so printing, suppose you are self-publishing, you have to get 30% of the sales, sir. MRP. Okay.
Right.
So you are printing, you are printed the book for 60 rupees, and then that is 30%. Author's royalty 20% you have to get. Then as a publisher, because you are publishing, you will get another 40 rupees. So this with this, so you give the book to a retailer for 120 rupees. And it is his duty to sell and give you this 120 rupees per copy.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And tomorrow when we cover the remaining topics, could we also talk about the ISBN number and how to register it with government and that part as well?
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, sir, ISBN number is nothing. There is nothing sanctioned. ISBN number is just an indexing number, sir.
But it's compulsory to register the book and everything with government, right?
No, sir, not at all, sir. I will explain to you, sir. That is only for indexing, sir. Okay. So there is a government department in Rajaram Mohan Rai Institute which gives this ISBN number, sir. You apply to them and they will send you a block of 10 numbers, sir.
Right.
And they will send you one format also. So as you publish 10 books, you fill up the name of the book, the name of the author, the pages, etc. and send to them. They will send you another 10 numbers, sir.
Okay.
Okay. I was using to get this till 2016-17 for my books.
Sorry?
No, I used to do this till 2016 or 17, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Now, but earlier, sir, the only index for your book was ISBN number, sir.
Right.
But today, the Amazon also gives an index number, sir, that is called ASIN code.
Okay.
If you publish your book with Google Books, they also give a BB number. So today, ASIN number is as equivalent as ISBN number, sir.
Okay.
There, ISBN is not compulsory, sir. Actually, previously, because it was the only way you can index, we were using it.
Okay.
ISBN is not about registering our book with government and all. It is not at all like that.
Okay.
All we need is we need one index number, and that can be when you publish it in Amazon, you automatically get an ASIN number. You can use it.
Okay. Okay.
So
today,
there is no compulsion. Is not.
There is no compulsion to get it, send a copy to government in some form or the other or whatever.
No,
we
sir.
Can publish
actually, as per the old publishing rules, if you are publishing a book, you have to send a copy to the central library free of cost.
Okay.
You have to send one copy to your central library, one copy to the Central Library, Calcutta, one copy to Kanimara Library. That is the old norms, sir. Just 3 copies you have to send free of cost. That is only the regulation we have, sir.
Okay.
This is for this books. But if only when you are publishing something as a magazine or newspaper, you have lots of regulations. For a single book, there is no regulation.
Okay.
But we register our journals and all, no. Journals and all, we have to register. We are actually registering the journal as only a newspaper with a different frequency, that's all. But essentially, they get registered as newspaper. And for that, there are some more rules. But for publishing an individual book, you don't need anything else.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This is helpful.
Okay. Doubts? Anyone wanting to make a presentation tomorrow about what you have learned so far? What will be your next book?
I can try.
Yeah, please try to, please do it, sir.
So my main learning has been to do it all by myself without being afraid.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah. Because the biggest fear is that I'll make mistake and it will be remaining in print forever and I won't be able to do anything about it and I'll end up missing it. Your workshop has given me the confidence that I know how it works and I can get it done and I don't have to be afraid of these things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, Loganathan, sir. Sudarshini, Arvind, sir, Anand, sir, Sendil, sir. Yes, sir.
One question.
Yes, sir.
So, what should be the minimum pages you advise for a book?
The minimum.
The book is too.
The minimum is 30 pages, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Below 30 pages, it becomes bit notice. Or pamphlet. No, why 30 pages is 4 pages is statutory. Okay. Then till 11 pages you have already taken out for this acknowledgement, index, preface, forward. So there should be at least 1/3 of pages has been already taken. Remaining should be at least 20 pages.
And I have seen many poetry books. I have seen many poetry books. The whole page there will be only 4 lines, 5 lines. And the book itself will be 30 pages. The whole thing can be concise and issued as a bit paper.
Yeah. Yes.
Why all the poetry papers are like that? Are they following any format like this?
No, sir.
Most of the Tamil poetry.
Sir, no, nothing like that, sir. They just want to show that they are very big writers.
So writing minimally, they showcase it.
No, sir. Ilangovadigal and Kambar and Valmiki and everyone wrote only full pages. They didn't write 2 words per page.
Yeah.
Vyasar or Valmiki, Ilangovadigal, Kalidasan, Kambar, they wrote 10 words per line. Then they did not write 2 words per line and fill the pages. So poetry, it need not be like that. Even Tirukural even fills up the entire line, sir. Only these people, this is all these trend is only in the past 30-40 years.
Yeah.
Even
Mehta and Vairamuthu.
Yeah, no, even you take Lord Tennyson. Lord Tennyson, you take Brooke, whatever poem we studied itself, you remember, it will be only it will be full page only.
Yeah. And regarding scientific books, like book on orthopedics, book on something, scientific books, would you recommend to write in English or in Tamil? Which will sell more?
Sir, it depends upon the, sir, 1 minute only remaining. We will end this session and we'll start again and discuss, sir.
Yeah, okay.
We'll start with the second link.
Yeah.
Yeah.